What would you say to people living 5,000 years from now? Imagine, if you will, a secret. A secret buried deep beneath the earth, waiting in silent patience for a world we can barely conceive. In New York, beneath the manicured lawns of Flushing Meadows Park, lies just such a secret. It is not a treasure chest filled with gold, nor is it the tomb of an ancient king. It is a vessel, a messenger, meticulously crafted and sealed in 1939 during the World's Fair. This object, created by the Westinghouse Electric Company, was named a time capsule, a concept both simple and profound. It is a bottle thrown into the vast ocean of time, with a destination set for the year 6939. The sheer scale of this endeavor is almost impossible to grasp. Think about our own history. The Great Pyramid of Giza is roughly 4,500 years old. The oldest known written stories, like the Epic of Gilgamesh, are of a similar age. To send a message across 5,000 years, you cannot simply use an ordinary box. The engineers at Westinghouse understood this challenge intimately. They designed a vessel that was part science, part art, and built for extreme endurance. The capsule itself is a sleek, torpedo-shaped object, measuring over 7 feet long. It weighs more than 800 pounds, a formidable mass designed to resist immense physical forces. The true genius lies in its materials. The outer shell is forged from a special copper alloy called cupalloy, chosen for its remarkable resistance to corrosion, a quality similar to the copper used by ancient Egyptians. This metallic armor is designed to shield the contents from water, soil chemicals, and the slow march of decay. To provide a second layer of defense, the precious contents are sealed within an inner Pyrex glass envelope. This airtight, waterproof glass crypt creates a pristine, inert environment. They interred it 50 feet deep in the ground, far below the frost line and the reach of casual excavation. So, what treasures did the people of 1939 deem worthy of sending to the distant future? The contents were not gold or jewels, but something far more valuable: a snapshot of life, textiles, asbestos, rayon, linen, to show what people wore and used. They also included seeds for staple crops like wheat, corn, rice, soybeans. These seeds are a living link, a promise of continuity. Beyond raw materials, the capsule holds the tools of intellect and information: literature, art, and news stored on microfilm. This included an entire Sears Roebuck catalog, a dictionary, and issues of Life magazine. In total, the microfilm contains over 10 million words and 1,000 pictures. Everyday life appears in humble objects: a pack of Camel cigarettes, a safety razor, a fountain pen, a set of coins, and even a dollar bill. A woman's hat and a tobacco pipe sketch social norms and fashions. They chose items representing industry, science, communication, and daily routine. Each object is a clue that, assembled, reveals the texture of life in the early 20th century. The contents form a carefully composed portrait, a self-image projected into the deep future. How do you ensure that your message, sealed for 5,000 years, can be understood by a civilization that may not speak any of our languages or share any of our cultural references? The Westinghouse team anticipated this problem with remarkable foresight. They created a companion guide called The Book of Record of the Time Capsule of Cupalloy. The book was not placed inside the capsule, but distributed to thousands of libraries, monasteries, and archives across the globe. It explains the purpose, lists every item, and provides precise geographical coordinates. It includes a key for English with diagrams and a pronunciation guide, hoping future linguists can decipher it. It even requests that the capsule not be opened before 6939. The book specifies electromagnetic field detectors to locate it, technology they predicted would exist. Printed on permanent archival paper, it is built to endure. It even contains messages from prominent thinkers, including Albert Einstein, greeting the future. The project was designed as a friendly gesture, a handshake across the millennia. By distributing the Book of Record, the capsule became a global, multi-generational project. The Westinghouse time capsule was not the product of a single mind, but the collaborative effort of engineers, scientists, and thinkers. The project was led by G. Edward Pendray, a public relations executive and pioneer in American rocketry. He saw the 1939 New York World's Fair theme, The World of Tomorrow, as the perfect stage. They were engaging in applied futurism, imagining the needs of a society 5,000 years hence. Their discussions blended technological optimism with anxiety about the future. They lived in a time of great innovation, aviation, radio, plastics, yet on the precipice of World War II. The capsule reflects that duality, a celebration of achievement and a hedge against oblivion. They consulted archaeologists and linguists to reverse engineer the process of discovery. Intuitively, they grasped data redundancy, the book of record, durable media like microfilm, and the cupoid shell. The fair's utopian futurism, streamlined cars, towering buildings, automated kitchens, framed the capsule as its ultimate expression. It embodies the era's confidence that science and engineering could solve even the challenge of defeating time. Looking at the capsule from our vantage point in 2025, we see striking parallels. They lived before the internet, before the global digital network that connects us all. Yet their use of microfilm, compressing vast information into a small, durable format, precursor to digital storage. Diagram, cupoid shell. Diagram, Pyrex inner envelope. Diagram, arrangement of objects inside. Presciently, they acknowledged climate change with notes on long-term environmental shifts. Even when pollution signaled progress, some already contemplated humanity altering the planet's climate. The capsule's purpose, to survive catastrophe, echoed the looming world war and fears of collapse. Today we face climate disasters, pandemics, and risks posed by artificial intelligence. The impulse to create a durable record, a backup of our culture, is timeless. In our cloud era, the capsule's physicality asks, will our digital records endure, or will we face a digital dark age? It challenges us to think critically about how we preserve our own age. The story did not end in 1939. The idea was so powerful and public fascination so great that the company created a sequel at the 1964-1965 World's Fair at the same site. A second capsule was buried just 10 feet away, also to be opened, in 6939. A dialogue between our time and the future, and between two moments in the 20th century. The world had changed. The atomic age, the Cold War, and the space race reshaped culture. The second capsule reflects these shifts with a reactor component, a bikini, birth control pills, and a Beatles record. Together, the capsules provide a richer, more nuanced portrait of the century. The book of record was updated to include the new capsule's location and contents. Their legacy inspired countless projects, though few matched the original's rigor and ambition. Beneath the park, a paired archaeological site of the future waits patiently for its discoverers. Anything buried and sealed for thousands of years is bound to attract speculation. The Westinghouse time capsule is no exception. Over the decades, a certain aura of mystery has grown around it, fueled by its long silence and the unknown nature of the world that will greet it. We know what is supposed to be inside, but the objects themselves have taken on a near mythical status. Inevitably, a few conspiracy theories surfaced, not widespread, but intriguing. Some speculate about secret formulas, lost knowledge, even warnings of hidden danger, without evidence. The capsule becomes a blank screen for our hopes and fears. Will it be found in 6939? Will they have the technology and curiosity to seek it out? Or will it be unearthed by accident, its purpose unknown? Perhaps it will never be found, lost as languages shift and records fade. It is not a guaranteed message, but a gamble. A bet that humanity will survive, remember, and care enough to look. A place where the past and the distant future touch, unseen by the present. Ultimately, the Westinghouse time capsule is more than a Guinness World Record or a collection of old artifacts. It is a profound human statement. It is a letter, written with care and dedication, addressed to people we will never know. Born from our desire to be remembered, to have our time mean something to those who come after us. They reached across the chasm of time, hoping to connect, to say, we were here. This is who we were. Remember us. From cave art to monuments to letters for our children, we build, we create, we tell stories to outlast ourselves. A time capsule is curated memory, designed to travel through the ages. In 2025, we are part of its long, silent journey, the guardians of its memory. We live in change the 1939 crowd could scarcely imagine, yet their questions are still our questions. What is our legacy? What message do we want to send to the future? The capsule is a mirror. Its open-ended nature is what makes it compelling. We will never know the end of its story. We can only imagine the hands, the eyes, and the minds that will one day read it.